Yo, let's hit him with another LT joint. Let's go. Juliet, Rocktone, Young D, with LT. It's another brother.
What's happening, everybody? It's Vaughn, Kingdom Safety Response Unit, coming at you for the second day in a row this week. Figured we talked this week about there's this new craze going on for the video game that just came out, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Part 3. Right? And so what I've been noticing and what I've seen pictures on Facebook of, I noticed that some people have been they were lined up from the night before in certain places just trying to get this video game Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, right? And I'll admit to you, the video game looks tight. Like, I'm sitting there, I saw some of the commercials, I saw some of the ads in the stores, and the previews of the video game look crazy, right? But I was like, yo, there's a problem here. And what I noticed is that we're lining up, we got people lining up in advance, you know, willing to wait outside in the cold if they have to in order to make sure that they got their first copies of Modern Warfare 3. And I'm like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, that's just a video game, right? And I'm like, I wonder what all of these people who are lining up, I wonder what if they've accomplished what they need to accomplish. I'm wondering if they're a student, if they've done what they need to, if they've accomplished the things, if they've done their studying, or if they've gotten the grades that they need to be getting in school. But I don't know what they've been doing. But all I know is that I'm seeing people who are willing to put in the extra effort to wake up early to make sure that they can get Modern Warfare 3. But I know a lot of people aren't even willing to put in the effort that it takes just to wake up, just to make it to work on time, just to make it to class on time, or make it to class at all half of the time, right? Or to just get up and go work out and make sure that their bodies are healthy. But it's kind of crazy to me that somebody would be willing to wake up early, stand online to get a video game. Not knocking video games at all. I'm not knocking you if you play video games. I love video games. I can tell that I would love the game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Put it that way, right? But me, myself, though, truthfully, Metal Gear Solid. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I don't know how many of you played it, but if you haven't, that's a great series, right? But we gotta still keep things in perspective. Like, yes, it's cool to have video games. I'm not against video games, but it got to be kept in proper perspective. Because, I'll tell you a story. There's one kid that I know, you know, he goes to one of the local community colleges around the way, and he said, you know what, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, that'd be a good game for my birthday. You know, my birthday's around that time. He said, you know what, I hope somebody gets that for me for my birthday. And I said, okay. I was like, that's cool. I was like, yo, what's your GPA? He's like, oh, it's a 2.3, and he's getting ready to graduate this year, right? I said, you don't need Modern Warfare 3. He's like, what do you mean I don't need Modern Warfare 3? I'm like, listen to me. You are a student right now, right? Like, you are paying money to go to school, and you're supposed to be studying. You have a 2.3 GPA, and yet you're more worried about getting Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for your birthday. You're more worried about that than you are worried about what your GPA is looking like, right? You talking about your Modern Warfare 3, but I don't hear any conversation coming out about how I can step my GPA game up, or what can I do to be a better student, right? But you paying money to be a student. Nobody's paying you to play these video games, right? The programmers, they went to school. The programmers that wrote the language and all of that kind of stuff that you need to know, computer science, all that stuff, they went to school, and now they're making money, right? But that's because they're not just sitting down playing video games, they're now designing video games. Okay, so what I'm saying is just keep it in perspective. Like, I'm not saying don't play the video game, but if you're gonna play the video game, like, if you got a drive enough if there's a drive in you to wake up early to go get a video game that you just going to sit down and play and nobody's even paying you for it, then there should be some kind of drive for you to wake up and go to work on time, or figure out what you're supposed to be doing, what moves you need to make in order so that you can start making money, or so that you can start uplifting your community, or so that you can start bringing the people up around you, like so that you just changing the culture, changing the mindset of the people around you, like something positive, something, right? You should be doing something, right, than just playing video games. So I also had to tell him, I was like, yo, listen, I'm not even just telling you this because I'm trying to come at you like I'm better than you or something like that. I'm just like, yo, listen, you have a chance right now to do better. I graduated from Stony Brook University with a 2.3 GPA. The same GPA you got right now, that's the GPA I graduated with. And you know what? I got a lot of friends who are where they want to be in life. Because while I was probably playing video games and stuff like that in my dorm room, you know, just chilling, hanging out, they were at the books. They were getting the grades that they need to do. And guess what? I got to work hard now, right? While they're able to chill a bit. You know, they can play the video games now and they don't got to worry about it. They can drive the car that they want to now. They don't got to worry about it. They can kind of live where they, I mean, the economy's kind of bad, but they can somewhat live where they want to live without having to worry about it as much. Me, I got to struggle a little bit more. Everybody got to struggle. I don't care how much money you got. You still got to struggle. But what I'm saying is that I got to struggle a little bit more now because I decided to play earlier on instead of doing my work before so that now I can play. So I'm just saying, keep it in perspective, right? Don't let the video games, don't let the commercials of the video games, let everybody else, just because everybody else is playing video games doesn't mean that you got to waste your time just on video games. And the video game is really just a metaphor for anything that's not really worthwhile. Now, if you got some people who they've studied video games to the point where they make money off of video games, right? You got some people who enter video game tournaments full time and they come out with like 100,000, stuff like that, playing video games, right? But if you're not one of those people, then it does not really behoove you to go waking up early just to spend money on a video game if other things aren't in order first. So I just wanted to leave y'all with that tonight. I'm not saying don't play the video game, but I'm just saying to keep it all in perspective. And I'm not just talking about you with it. I got my own little things that I like to do, that I might have my own ways that I spend money that, you know, that I need to correct. So I'm not just coming at you saying, yo, stop, put down your video games. I'm talking to myself also. There's some things that I need to put down that are hindering me from being at my 100%. So just leaving y'all with that for today. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Keep the video game in perspective. Peace.